I'm sad at the same time. What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you need to catch up on any there's been a lot of Rebel Moon stuff coming out lately, which I'm going to discuss more of today, but if you need to catch up on some of the other announcements, head over to my channel and check out those videos and the short section as well. Shout out to any new subscribers, and if you're visiting my channel for the first time, thank you, and consider subscribing if you enjoy my content. So, the last couple videos I made about Rebel Moon, there have been some signs pointing to a limited theatrical run, and Zack Snyder did announce something along those lines. Now, I gotta say it's bittersweet, but still great news for the Rebel Moon franchise, because that is definitely what it's going to be, as we've seen over the past, we knew that before, but over these past, couple of days, couple of weeks, we've been hearing more and more about how vast they are making this universe. And again, you can catch up with all those other announcements on my channel. But yesterday, at the time of making this video, Zack Snyder tweeted and shared on his Vero account, Rebel Moon Part 1, A Child of Fire, is opening exclusively in 70mm on December 15th in Los Angeles, New York, Toronto, and London. Get your tickets starting November 15th. So there is going to be a limited theatrical run. It's going to run from the 15th to the 21st, and then in those select locations. And then the 22nd of December is when it drops on Netflix. So in just, a week or so, they're going to be starting the ticket sales for those locations. And then he had this little image to share on his Vero account of, it looks like, it gives you kind of the ratio. Looks like film, looks very cool. Like I said, bittersweet, because over these past couple days when we've been seeing different listings for a December 15th release for Rebel Moon, and it seemed like we would be getting a limited theatrical run, I expected maybe the US and the UK because of the rating from the British Film Board, so I thought maybe the US and the UK, but I didn't expect it to be so limited. But, I am very excited for the fans who get to experience it in theaters. I think that's going to be awesome for them, and I can't wait to hear about how their experience is. But I'm sad at the same time. I was hoping that they would do, like on a larger scale, a theatrical run, so that way all of the fans, at least in the US, the UK, maybe some other, South American regions, would be able to experience it in theaters. I didn't expect them to do like a global theatrical release, because that's not Netflix's thing. That's not what they do. And, they did do it with a few movies, starting with Army of the Dead, which was Zack's, movie as well. That was the first one they did that with. But they did come out like earlier this year and say that they weren't going to do that anymore. It's not what their model is. It's not what Netflix is known for. They're known for streaming. So they're going to stick to their streaming model. But they are doing this for Rebel Moon, and I'm still happy that they're doing this for Zack's project, his original IP. And like I was saying earlier, all of these announcements and all of this information we've been getting over the past week or so really shows how much they are putting into this universe, how confident they are in it, and how much they're willing to support Zack's original IP before the first film even releases, which is awesome to see. So I am happy that they're doing this. I just wish more of us would have a chance to see it in theaters. But shout out to you if you live in any of those locations or within at least driving distance, so you can maybe experience it in theaters. Again, tickets are going to go on sale November 15th for those locations, and it will be running from December 15th to December 21st. Also a reminder, this Sunday during Sunday Night Football, we're going to get the first official trailer for Part 1. Again, the Gamescom trailer that we got was for Parts 1 and 2, so this trailer should be different. Probably some of the same shots that we saw before, but it is going to be different because it's only going to be for Part 1, which is the film coming out in December. Part 2 comes out in April. And there's also an update on when we can expect the director's rated R cuts of both Parts 1 and 2. Via Variety, Netflix anticipates to release both R-rated extended cuts of Rebel Moon in late 2024. That's later than I expected, personally. I guess it makes sense, because what Deborah Snyder said is that they're each 45 minutes to an hour longer than the PG-13 versions. So that's an extensive additional amount of footage that needs to be edited and included into, 45 minutes to an hour is a lot. So it's understandable that it's going to take, a while for those extended cuts to be released on Netflix. Again, those ones will be rated R, and they will provide a deeper dive into the characters, the lore, the mythology, grander, universe. And like we've been hearing recently, these movies are pretty much just the tip of the iceberg as far as what they are creating, what they have been creating in this Rebel Moon universe. The comic book, the animated series, all of that stuff is really going to dive even more into the overall universe that they are creating, the mythology, the history. It really is going to be very vast. And a side note, we got the first official poster for Avatar: The Last Airbender live action series, because Geek Week did start. So that's going on right now. We're going to get the first look at it tomorrow. I am so excited. These are the two projects I'm excited for Geek Week: Rebel Moon and Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm very pleased with the first look that we got in those images that came out recently, and I think this poster is just, I love it. It's exciting. I love the animated series, and I think the live action, it looks like it's going to really do it justice. So I'm excited to see what they have to share tomorrow during Geek Week for that series. And of course, Sunday after the trailer drops during the game, we're going to be able to get some more, goodies from Zack on Geek Week on Sunday the 12th. So don't forget to tune in for that. And I will, of course, be keeping the channel updated also. Thank you guys for the support. Don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying my content and if you're interested in this kind of stuff. But thank you guys, and we'll see you soon.